And welcome everyone to the final game of the St. Mary's College Classic to be played here on the main softball field. This game will be pitting the Angelo State University Ram Bells against the home team, the St. Mary's University Rattlers. Exciting game as the Ram Bells come into the season ranked number 17 in the nation, but St. Mary's, hot off of a victory from last night, they knocked off Southeastern Oklahoma State, who was the number 10 team in the country. I'm Joe Rodriguez, being joined by Brian Maglio. And Brian, your thoughts on today's game?
Well, it's always exciting to watch the Rattlers take the field, and last night was no different, making quick work of their opponents last night, winning by a score of 8-0 in 5 innings. It'll be interesting to see how the Rattlers come off of that victory and continue this momentum. They have won 2 of their last 3 games, well, 2 of their first 3 games, if you will. So this will be no easy task to face Angelo State University.
And of note in that last night's game, Haley Richter, two RBI doubles, so 4 RBIs total on the night. An amazing game for her. We'll be sure to look out for her, as well as the Rattlers' starting pitcher. It'll be number 24, Marceli Bissaro.
And in addition to doing it with her bat last night, Richter also was responsible for 7 putouts, which shows her versatility on the field.
Yes, indeed. Well, let's go on ahead. Let's meet the visiting team first, Angelo State University. Despite being the home team, Angelo State will be in the white with the blue shorts, the high white socks. St. Mary's, they'll be the girls in the blue with the gray and the high blue socks. Leading off for the Ram Bells, it'll be Morgan Spearman. She'll be playing center field. Batting second will be Maddie McGarity. She'll be playing left field. Then it'll be Kennedy Urbany, the designated player. Darian Dunn, she'll bat fourth and play first base. Tina Cisneros will play right field and bat fifth as the first pitch, and we're underway. And that one gets past Alex Rodriguez, so ball 1. Then batting sixth, it'll be Maishari Korea, the second baseman. Then we'll have Megan Granado bat 7th and catch. Lainey Robinson will bat 8th and play 3rd. And then we'll have Amber Hill close out the lineup. She'll be playing shortstop for the Ram Bells today. Bissaro looking in. Here's her pitch. And Spearman bunts it. It'll be Sardelich to field. The throw is not in time and mishandled anyway. So Spearman already getting on base. And I've watched quite a bit of this Angelo State team. They've been playing on field 2 a lot, and I have to tell you, Spearman, when she gets on board, she's a scary base runner. She's going to be moving around a lot, and we'll see if she tests catcher Alex Rodriguez here in the early going. Let's go on ahead, meet the St. Mary's defense from left to right in the outfield. You have Vidrine, Nichols, Fields. Then you have Sardelich at third, Benavidez at short. Villa will be playing second, Richter at first, and of course Alex Rodriguez behind the plate. Here comes Maddie McGarity to the plate. First pitch catches the outside corner for a called strike 1.
As you mentioned, Joe, Spearman, a very dangerous base runner. Last season stole 19 bases for Angelo State.
Bissaro looking in. Has her sign, and here comes the pitch. That one bunted, and in fair play, Rodriguez, the throw over to first, so successful sacrifice for the Ram Bells, 1 away for St. Mary's.
That was a good play by Rodriguez, knowing that she didn't have the play at second, got the sure out at first, and that's 1 away for the Rattlers.
Now here comes Kennedy Urbany to the plate. Urbany, the designated player. Bissaro wearing the retired number 24, but she was given permission to wear it. That number, of course, was worn by her mother. At first pitch, a called strike 1 on the outside corner.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Quick shout out, Brian. The number before it was retired was worn by my mother.
Oh, really?
Yes, here at St. Mary's. My mother, actually academic All-American. Mom, if you're watching at home, a quick hello to you. And that one just a bit high up, so it's 1-1. And Brian, you'll be heading home soon, actually, going back to Houston for a little bit, are you not?
Oh, yes, I am, Joe. I will be going home to visit my old high school and watch my little sister play in the last regular season game of her basketball career there. Always exciting. Tonight is senior night over there at Stephen F. Austin High School in Fort Bend County, Sugar Land, Texas. To all our viewers out there watching, shout out to all of you there.
Yes, indeed. And thanks for jumping on with us really quick for the amount of time you can, Brian.
Oh, yes, indeed. Anytime I get to catch these Rattlers in action, it's always a treat.
Well, 2-1 the count here to Urbany. Dunn waits on deck. Here's Bassaro. And that one popped up. Richter takes the call, and she'll make the catch. 2 away now for the Rattlers.
That was a great pitch by Bassaro right there, forcing the pop-up, and now the Rattlers 1 out away from ending the top of the inning.
First baseman.
Here comes Darian Dunn. Already 1 homer on the year for her. Bassaro licks her fingers, rubs the ball on her pants, just like many of the Rattler pitchers do. And that one hit over to short. Oh, it's knocked down by Benavidez. The throw is not in time. Oh, and the ball got away from Sardalich. And the Rambells will jump ahead 1-0 as the ball actually went out of plate, and Dunn will advance over to second.
Oh, yeah.
An unfortunate play. Benavidez, she knocked the ball down, so she felt she had to rush her throw. And then Richter not able to handle it. It'll be 2 errors on the play.
And that was a costly play for the Rattlers, allowing 1 run to score.
And now it'll be Tina Cisneros coming up.
Cisneros, the right fielder for the Rambells. A junior from Dripping Springs, Texas.
First pitch just out of the zone for Bassaro, 1-0.
Prior to playing at Angelo State, Cisneros played some college softball at New Mexico State as well.
We'll see what she can do here with a runner in scoring position. And that one gets away from Alex Rodriguez, so Dunn will go on ahead and move up to third.
So runner goes to third on the pass ball.
They're going to call a pass ball there on Rodriguez. 2-0 the count. Richter's
And time is called.
Richter and Sardalich playing a couple steps in. Looks like we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach. So St. Mary's will convene on the mound. And really the one play with the 2 errors has hurt the Rattlers here today.
Yes, it has, Joe. And in the game of softball, errors can come back and bite you. And right now the Rattlers already trailing 1-0 here at the top of the first.
And it really is tough when you give errors to a quality team like Angelo State. Like we said, they came into this tournament nationally ranked. And one of the strengths that St. Mary's had in their victory last night, no errors committed by them, and they were able to capitalize on the mistakes of southeastern Oklahoma.
Well, as we resume play, count is 2-0 on Cisneros. 2 away and a Rambell at third.
2 out, Bassaro trying to get the third. Rodriguez gives the sign, and here's the pitch. That one inside. And the count now 3-0. Maishari Correa waits on deck. The wind today blowing from right to left, although it's been blowing in for most of the day. And that one out of the zone as well, so Bissaro issues the walk on 4 pitches.
On the corner, so that's going to bring up number 3, Mishari Korea, the second baseman. 2 away.
Maishari Korea now coming up. Korea already the 6th batter of the inning. Two on the corners, the infielders playing in for the Rattlers. First pitch called, strike 1. That's one Bissaro really needed to just get ahead of the count here.
That was a great pitch on the inside. Let's see if she can duplicate the result.
That pitch inside, a little bit low as well, and it's 1-1.
Just misses on the inside corner. 1-1 count.
Cisneros an aggressive stance at first. We'll see if she takes off, or if they'll just let Korea swing away and try to bring in the run herself. Oh, and a hitter.
And Bissaro hits the batter.
And so with that hit by pitch, Angelo State has loaded up the bases with the Rambells.
And bring up Megan Granado, the catcher, to the plate.
During that at-bat, Bissaro clearly was trying to work the inside portion of the plate. That time, just catching too much and hit Korea.
Now it'll be Megan Granado coming up. Granado, the catcher. Bissaro, the bases full of Rambells. And now down 1-0 to Granado. Granado so far 3 RBIs on the young season. Bissaro with the pitch. That one just below the knees. 2-0.
And time is called.
Now Alex Rodriguez, the catcher, will go out. Talk to Bissaro just a bit.
And I think this is just a settle down Bissaro right here. She seems to be having a little bit of trouble with her location.
And if you're Bissaro right now, you need to make sure you throw strikes. You don't want to walk a run in. You got to go on ahead and trust the defense behind you. Bissaro with the pitch. And that one just a bit outside, and now it's 3-0.
And this is a dangerous situation if you're the Rattlers. A potential run can score on one more ball.
And there you go, Bissaro gets the inside corner for a called strike 1. Granado seemed to be waiting on that one all the way, but we'll see if she swings away now.
3-1 the count.
She looks down for the sign to the third base coach. And if I was Granado, I think I might go on ahead and take another pitch here. Yeah, she does just that, and that'll result in a walk. And the score is now 2-0 for Angelo State.
That's going to bring up number 6 to play third baseman.
So Angelo State has pushed across 2 runs on only 1 hit, as Darian Dunn crossed the plate. And now it'll be Lainey Robinson up. Bissaro with the pitch. That one catches the outside corner for a called strike 1. And it looks like a pinch hitter will be coming up now.
6 is out. Who's coming in?
It'll be number 15, Rachel Moore, coming in. Moore has been a regular player for the Ram Bells, although Robinson has also been playing with regularity for them.
Now batting for the Ram Bells will be number 15, Rachel Moore.
Well, we'll see what Moore can do. She's already down in the count 1-0. Robinson, of course, being a starter, will be allowed to re-enter later on into the game.
Last season, Rachel Moore played in 52 games, started 46, and she had an impressive batting average of .362.
Well, she rips that one, but right at Sardalich. So St. Mary's minimalizes the damage. Only 2 runs for the Ram Bells. The Rattlers coming up.
1 hit, 2 errors committed, and 3 runners.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
And welcome back, everyone. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th. The Angelo State Ram Bells already with 2 on the board. St. Mary's, they'll get to take their first hacks of the game. Let's go on ahead and meet the Rattler lineup. Leading off, number 15, Nicole Sardalich. She'll be playing third base. Batting second, it'll be Nichols. She'll be playing center. Taylor Vadrine will bat third and play left field. Haley Richter after her in the 4-hole. She'll be playing first base. After that, it'll be Benavidez drawing the start at short today. She'll be batting 5th. Alex Rodriguez will be behind the plate and catching. Medina will be the designated player, batting 7th. Villa, she'll be playing second base and batting 8th. And then it'll be Hannah Fields in right field and batting in the 9th spot. 0-1 the count already for Sardalich. And it's now evened at 1 apiece. Starting pitcher for the Angelo State Ram Bells is Mary Kate McKay. McKay, the left-handed windmiller. And here's the pitch. And that one struck mightily by Sardalich. And she'll lead off the inning with extra bases for the Rattlers.
Double for the Rattlers.
Sardalich, last season, set a record for doubles, knocking in 25, and it placed her 6th all-time for career doubles at 42. So, early on, Sardalich getting in scoring position.
That's exactly why you want her as your leadoff batter. Well, here comes Nichols now to the plate. McKay looking in. Here's the pitch. That one called for strike one. Nichols yesterday went 1 for 2. She scored 3 runs for St. Mary's in the game against the Savage Storm. I think St. Mary's will gladly take a duplication of that effort. Off speed right there, but just out of the zone. 1-1 now for Nichols. Nichols, the senior for St. Mary's. That one also makes it through. Sardolich will be held up at third, and St. Mary's will have runners on the corners and Vadrine coming to the plate.
Just like that, 2 batters, 2 hits.
And great job by the Rattlers responding to Angelo State's 2-run first inning
Number 19, left fielder
by
Taylor
leading off
Vadrine.
with 2 batters reaching base.
Now we have Vadrine coming to the plate. Vadrine 1 for 3 yesterday with an RBI. She also drew a walk and scored a run. But the main story for her this weekend has been her power. 2 home runs already on the season. Nichols and Sardolich both speedy runners on the corners. Vadrine showing bunt, and there goes Nichols. Oh, and the ball gets away, so Sardolich will easily cross the plate, and St. Mary's has already halved the Rambell score.
That was
I thought it was too high. And Rattlers score.
Almost.
Throwing error.
that could have been disastrous for the Rattlers. The throw looked like
Nichols stays at second
it
base,
beat
and
Nichols to the bag,
Nichols
but
calls timeout.
the defensive player unable to corral the ball, allowing for Sardolich to score from third.
So it'll be a stolen base for Nichols, and then an error on the catcher, which allowed Sardolich to score. And now Vadrine, with a single, could potentially tie up the score here.
So Rattler at second base, Vadrine has 1-0 count on him. No outs.
Still no Rattlers retired. Here comes McKay to the plate. That one bounces in. Oh, the check back throw to second, but sliding back safely is Nichols.
And Nichols gets back in time.
Richter waits on deck. Benavidez in the hole. McKay with her sign. And that one also off the plate.
3-0 the count.
So Vadrine so far has eyed 3 pitches, none of them to her liking. And now at an advantage with 3 balls and no strikes. Here's McKay with the pitch. And that one right down the pipe for a called strike 1.
If I'm Vadrine, I'm okay with letting that pitch go by. I try to make the pitcher throw me another pitch down the middle to stay in the count.
Vadrine shows bunt, and she didn't get it down, so called strike.
And attempted bunt is missed. That's going to bring count to full.
Vadrine kind of half-heartedly with that bunt. She might have just been taking the whole way. 3-2 the count, as McKay has battled her way back into this at-bat.
Look for an off-speed pitch here.
That one ripped towards short. Hill throws it on to first in time, and the first Rattler is retired.
Route number 1, Nichols stays at second. That's going to bring up Haley Richter.
So now it'll be Richter coming up. Richter, of course, she was the hot bat last night. The 2 doubles, 4 RBIs. Actually spoke to her post-game, and she said the ball just looked absolutely huge to her. And she got a few pitches that she could handle and was able to take it down. If you want to see that interview, rattlerathletics.com. It'll be right there for you. Also on youtube.com/St. Mary's Rattlers. Want to know the count here for Richter.
Richter already has 6 RBIs this season, 4 of which did come last night against Southeastern Oklahoma State.
I believe her and Vidrine have totaled for 11 of the 12 Rattler RBIs so far this season. That's telling you the kind of power you have in that heart of the order.
And as the season progresses, look for other Rattlers to show their power from the hitter's box.
Oh, of course. 2-0 the count. Richter will be able to be choosy here. That pitch out of the zone, and now
Down and in.
Richter in the
Very nice
same
count.
position that Vidrine was at just one at-bat ago.
McKay, just like her counterpart Bissaro, seems to be struggling with her location early on in this game.
And that one a called strike. It catches the inside corner. Richter checked her swing, but it was over the plate anyway. 3-1. Nichols still on second. And that one tapped up toward the middle. Hill, oh, she mishandles it. Nichols checked back to third, and she's back in there diving safely. And so Richter will stand at first on the air by Hill.
Save it first on the fielding there. Puts Rattlers on the corner.
And uncharacteristic for both of these teams so far, 2 airs apiece.
Yeah, both teams struggling defensively, which has allowed for 3 runs already to be scored, and we're still in the first inning.
Now Laura Benavides will be coming to the plate. And Brian, will you be departing now?
Yes, I will unfortunately have to miss the remainder of the game, but I will definitely be sure to catch it on the way back home to Houston on RattlerAthletics.com. So I look forward to the rest of the broadcast, Joe.
Okay, well, thank you, Brian. Please travel safely.
Oh, definitely.
All right. So conference going on the mound for the Rambells, as I'm sure that they do not want to lose their early advantage. It'll be Laura Benavides coming to the plate for St. Mary's. Benavides, the junior for the Rattlers. She had 5 home runs and 3 doubles for 22 RBIs last season. She'll look to add to her statistics. First pitch, a called strike. Benavides still looking for her first hit on the year. She's 0 for 10 so far. She has drawn 3 walks though, and I'm sure St. Mary's would love for her to get her first single right here. McKay with the pitch, off speed, also called a strike, 0-2.
0-2 count.
Now Benavides will have to fight her way back into the count. Rodriguez waits on deck. Richter from first, Nichols from third. Here comes McKay. Off speed, Benavides pops it up right over our heads.
For the 16 balls that are up there. Yeah, 16 balls.
And the count will be 0-2.
16. 16.
And we'll do 0-2 again.
There's like 16 balls that went up there this whole game. Okay, that's
Here's McKay with the pitch. Benavides rips that one foul.
And Benavides continues the battle. Keeps count same at 0-2. 0-2
the count will remain. Benavides has fought off 2 in a row now. McKay looks in. Here's the pitch. That one well off the plate. Trying to get Benavides to hack at one. And it'll be now 1-2. St. Mary's looking to improve to 3-1 in the St. Mary's College Classic. And that one hit over to short. Hill throw to first in time, but another Rattler will cross the plate, and we're squared away at 2 apiece.
Nichols crosses home plate, tie the game up for the second run of the Rattlers.
Good job by Benavides putting that ball in play, allowing Richter to come home. Now it'll be Alex Rodriguez up. Score squared away at 2 apiece. Rodriguez looking to make a difference in that. Swung on and missed. Richter stands at second. Here's McKay with the pitch. And Rodriguez able to check her swing there. The appeal down to first. She did not go around, so 1-1 will be the count.
1-1 the count.
Rodriguez now the full-time catcher for St. Mary's, or so it appears. Last year and her freshman year, she played both second base and the catching position. And bit of a debate going on between the Angelo State coach and the home plate umpire, arguing balls and strikes, of course, one of the national pastimes of baseball. Now the manager of the Ramblers wants to go talk to the first base umpire.
Yeah, he's going to ask him for assistance. There were 8. Jordan missed it. Jordan missed it. That was
Well, despite the delay, the count will remain at 1-1.
right now. It just gets for us. He missed it. Shouldn't have come strike. But he said she must miss.
2 away. Rodriguez will re-enter the batter's box.
And it counts from still 1-1. 2 away and a runner at second.
Here comes McKay with the pitch. Off speed and inside and tight. 2-1 now for A-Rod. Alex had a .279 average last year with 24 RBIs. And
3-1 count.
3-1 now the count. That one was just inside and a bit low as well. Rodriguez can look for a good one here. Here comes McKay. Swung on and missed, as Rodriguez was fooled by the off-speed pitch. She was looking for some heat there. And now a full count between Rodriguez and McKay. Richter still on second. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed, and Rodriguez is retired, and that'll do it for St. Mary's. Not before they score 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors committed by the Ram Bells, and 1 left on base. We're all tied up and heading into the second. So you're watching Rattler Softball on the Rattler Network.
Yes, I am. Give it to him hard. No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh,
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
So it's effectively a new ball game for both the Ram Bells and the Rattlers as we return for the top of the second. This game, the final to be played at the brand new softball stadium in the St. Mary's College Classic. St. Mary's 2-2 in the tournament. They look to improve that to 3-2. The Ram Bells entering into the tournament at a record of 1-2 here today. Most recently, they beat the University of Texas Permian Basin by a score of 13-1. Their loss, a thriller against Texas A&M International, the Dust Devils. Bizarro misses inside there. She'll be facing Hill, Spearman, and McGarity, 9-1-2 in this inning. Hill, the only Ram Bell not to see the plate in the first. And that one called a strike. As for Bizarro, she obviously has to be happy the Rattlers were able to battle back and tie up the score. That one also called a strike, and the break honestly may have given her some time to clear her mind, allowed her to gain some confidence when coming out for this second.
1-2 count.
Bizarro with the pitch. And that one well off the plate. A waste pitch. 2-2 now. And something going on with the Dreen. It looked like a softball got away from the dugout, so she went on ahead and tossed it back in. And we're ready to get back underway. 2-2 the count. And that one a little tapper. Bizarro will handle it and throw to first in time, so 1 away.
And Bizarro makes a scoop in and the toss. That's out number 1. That'll bring up Morgan Spearman into the play.
Now here comes Spearman. Spearman led off the game with a single and came around to score a run for Angelo State. Pissarro to the plate. That one just off of it. 1-0. And Pissarro delivers again. This one lifted into center field. It's deep and it's over the head of Nichols. Spearman at second, and she'll stand there with a double. That one well hit off the bat, and Spearman already with 2 hits on the night. In fact, Spearman accounting for both of the Rambell's hits.
Number 10 to the plate, Maddie McGarity.
Here comes Maddie McGarity. A sacrifice bunt her first time up. Spearman, good speed at second. And that one slapped over to short. Back to second, and they got her. Spearman caught loitering too far off the bag, and St. Mary's takes advantage for the second out of the inning. Great play there by Benavides and Villa to block the bag.
McGarity safe at first. That's going to bring up number 20 for the Rambells, Kennedy Urbany.
So it's a fielder's choice, and now McGarity will be at first base, and Kennedy Urbany will be at the plate. Pissarro, the pitch. Taking off for second, the throw down. Oh, it's cut off by Benavides.
And McGarity gets stolen base.
McGarity, the stolen bag. And now Urbany batting with a runner in scoring position. 1-0 the count. That pitch hit over to short. It's handled by Benavides. The throw to first is in time, and the Rattlers are able to escape the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base, and St. Mary's coming up to start the bottom of the second inning.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
And welcome back to the start of the bottom of the second inning. 2-2 the score. St. Mary's about to come up, and it'll be Medina at the plate to lead off. Medina, the starting shortstop here today. The lineup card we originally received up here in the box said Benavides was starting at short, but that was mixed up. And now Medina was the one at shortstop making all those plays the last half inning. My apologies to her. But here's McKay now. That first one a little out of the zone, 1-0. Medina, of course, one of the newcomers for St. Mary's, the freshman. Here comes McKay to the plate. And that one also out of the zone. 2-0 now. So Medina finds herself ahead. Medina's still looking for her first hit this season. She's 0 for 7 so far. And it's 3-0 now. And honestly, for Medina, or any other baseball or softball player out there, a walk's as good as a single. Here comes McKay. That one catches the outside corner for her. 3-1.
3-1 the count.
It'll be Medina, Villa, and Fields this inning for the Rattlers. Here comes McKay. And that one out of the zone, and Medina will reach base for the first time as a Rattler with a walk.
That's going to bring up Amanda Villa.
Now Villa comes up. Villa so far 4 for 11 on the year. She had a double last game. She shows bunt here, but that one's fouled away. 0-1 the count. So McKay steps back onto the rubber. We'll see if Medina takes off here. But the bunt is laid down instead. It's a beautiful one by Villa. And Medina will advance safely over to second base.
Bunt does the job. As he goes over to second base. I'm going to bring up right fielder Hannah Fields.
Now it'll be Hannah Fields coming up to the plate. Fields 1 for 7 on the year. It's good for an average of 143. The number 9 hitter for this Rattler squad. And the slap bunter looks at a called strike 1. Fields, one of the sillier players on this Rattler softball team. We've seen her leading antics for St. Mary's, such as in Rattler Madness this year. As that pitch is outside. This entire Rattler softball team actually well known for their performances at Rattler Madness. This year's performance was based off of course, the hit show, or hit movie, I should say, Pitch Perfect. And it was a riot. It was really an amazing performance, and in my opinion, stole the night. This one's popped up toward left and caught.
Goes to the left field side.
McGarity able to handle that one with ease, and now 2 Rattlers away.
And brings up Nicole Sartlich.
So Sartlich will come back up. Nicole 1 for 1 today. She doubled in her first at bat and came around to score one of St. Mary's 2 runs. First pitch, a pitch out, and Sartlich just looks at it, no kind of steal or anything on. Want to know the count. And really, they're playing Sartlich to pull the ball. The shortstop spot completely vacated right now. As you can see, Hill actually just standing on the third base bag, and Robinson playing up. And it is indeed an intentional walk, so 3-0 the count. And there's the 4th wide one, and instead of facing Sartlich, it'll be Nichols up.
And brings up Katie Nichols to the plate. 2 away.
So now the force out at all the bags, and Nichols will be coming up to the plate. Nichols also a hit to her name today, along with a stolen base and a run scored. So 2 Rattlers on board with 2 away. And that first pitch off speed, called strike 1. Nichols steps out, readjusts her gloves. Now steps back in. Nichols batting an even .500 on the year, along with 1 RBI. And this one's lifted into left field and it'll fall down. Coming around to score is Medina. Oh, she was bumped by the catcher, but the ball gets by the catcher. And now it'll be Rattlers on second and third, and St. Mary's has taken the advantage for the first time tonight. So Nichols continues her hot hitting and makes the Rambells pay for walking Sardolich in front of her.
And Rattlers on second and third.
And now it'll be Taylor Vadrine coming up.
To the plate.
McKay looking in. Here's the pitch. That one a bit low. 1-0 the count. Off speed and above the belt. 2-0 now.
And pitches up to another count.
So Nichols, her second RBI on the season. Vadrine could potentially pick up her 6th and 7th RBIs here. Here's McKay. And that one's ripped into left field, and it's above the head of McGarity. Vadrine will stand at second base with extra bases, and St. Mary's has added another 2 to their total. Vadrine able to get around on that one and add another 2 RBIs to her total on the year, and more importantly, put the Rattlers up 5-2.
Bring up Haley Richter to the plate.
And now Haley Richter coming up. Richter reached on the air her first time up. Here's the pitch. That one well outside. Benavidez waits on deck, should it come to that. McKay looks over to second, but here's the pitch. And Richter, that one in on her fist, but it's foul. As Dunn almost was able to make the play on it, but the ball instead harmlessly dribbles down the first base line. McKay looking in. And here's the pitch. That one off speed and a called strike to Richter.
1-2 count.
McKay, 2 walks in this inning, 1 intentional, 1 not so intentional. Both of those proving costly to her, as the Rattlers have been able to plate both of them. Richter, this one dribbles over towards short. Hill with the throw, not in time, as Richter was able to beat it. Hill, a tough break on that one. She wasn't able to get enough mustard on it. And now St. Mary's will have runners on first and third, and Benavidez at the plate. Benavidez, already an RBI tonight when she grounded out to short. Alex Rodriguez waits on deck. She's the only Rattler not to bat so far this inning. Corner infielders playing in. Now backing off. And that one's shot into right center field, a base hit. Benavidez now heading to second. The throws to third, not in time, as Richter slides in safely after going first to third. And Vadrine was able to be plated. St. Mary's now leads 6-2 off the power of this 4-run inning. So Benavidez picking up her second RBI on the night. And now Alex Rodriguez will come up as St. Mary's has batted around.
Even if they change it, the run still scores.
And for the second time here tonight, the manager of the Ram Bells is out to argue the call. Although it seems to be mostly a calm discussion. Travis Scott now has talked to every umpire here tonight and will retreat back to his bench now. 6-2 his Ram Bells trail. And now Alex Rodriguez will come up.
Same Rattlers at second and third with a run scoring. That's going to bring up Alex Rodriguez, the catcher.
Rodriguez struck out her first time up. That ended the first inning. But now with Rattlers at second and third, she'll come up. And Scott is out to the mound once again, and it'll be a pitching change as McKay, it looks like her night will be done. We'll see who Scott goes with after this quick commercial break as you're watching Rattler Softball on the Rattler Network. And welcome back to the bottom of the second inning, Rattler fans. 6-2, St. Mary's leads, but Alex Rodriguez is at the plate to add to that total. The new pitcher will be number 22, Sandra Serna. Serna winds and deals, and that's called strike one to Rodriguez. Serna, the senior pitcher for the Ram Bells. So far in the year, she's already pitched 4 innings. She struck out 3 while walking 1, and she's only allowed 1 earned run. That pitch well above the belt of Rodriguez, so 1-1 the count is now even. Rodriguez steps back in. Here comes Serna. Rodriguez tried to get around on that one, but just missed it. 1-2 now. Medina waits on deck. She actually started off this bottom of the second inning by drawing a walk. Here's Serna. And this one tagged, but well fouled down the left field line. Rodriguez just barely missed teeing off on that one. One and two the count. Here comes the pitch. That one well high past the head of Rodriguez. 2-2 now with two away. Rodriguez did have 24 RBIs last year. Serna deals. And Rodriguez hangs around for another as she pops it foul. So we'll do 2-2 again, as Rodriguez is trying to greet Serna into the game. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and Rodriguez strikes out for the second time today, but not before St. Mary's adds 4 more runs on the board. They now lead 6-2.
And after 2 complete innings of play, Rattlers take.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
And welcome back, everyone, to the start of the third inning. Your St. Mary's Rattlers leading by a score of 6-2.
25, Arian Dunn.
It'll be Dunn, Cisneros, and Correa here for the Ram Bells. And opposing them still Bissaro on the rubber. First pitch to Urbany. Beg your pardon, Dunn off the plate, 1-0. And that one smoked down the left field line, and it'll be a 2-bagger at the least for Dunn. And she's in there standing.
That's going to bring up number 9, Tina Cisneros to the plate.
Now here comes Cisneros. Cisneros walked her first time up, so yet to have an official at bat this game. So a leadoff double already puts the Rambells in scoring position, as Cisneros fouls that first one off. Cisneros so far 2 for 5 on the year. He's also drawn 2 walks and has a total of 5 RBIs, and that one's hit well into right field. Coming around to score will be done as Cisneros tallies RBI number 6.
Cisneros gets a single with an RBI. That's going to bring up
How do you pronounce her name?
Maishari Korea.
Now it'll be Maishari Korea coming to the plate. Korea was actually hit by a pitch her first time up. And now a bunt. It'll be Vasaro to take it. The throw to first is not in time. Korea beats it.
For a base hit, put Rambells at first and second.
And that'll be a couple of Rambells on the bags. And Megan Granado up to the plate. That play at first was very close, but the tie does go to the runner. Granado, the junior. That one outside. Granado 1 for 8 on the year. She does have 3 RBIs though. She actually has an RBI in every single game that Angelo State has played so far this year. That one also off the plate, 2-0 now. And now Rodriguez will go and talk to Basaro before things escalate quickly.
Who knows you count? No outs and runners at first and second.
2-0 the count. Basaro and Rodriguez knowing what they're going to do here. Here's the pitch. And that one is called a strike. 2-1 the count. As Rodriguez now looks into the dugout for her son. And that one off the plate, and now it's 3-1. And if you're Basaro, you don't want this one to get away from you. Here's the pitch. That one's poked over to third. Sardulich touches the bag. The throw to first is in time. The double play by Sardulich. As for the second time tonight, she produces a double play by tagging the bag or a runner and then throwing it across the diamond. 2 away now for the Rambells.
And brings up number 6 to the plate. Lady Robinson. 2 away.
So Korea now on second. It'll be Robinson at the plate. That one called strike 1. Robinson saw 1 pitch the first time she was up before she was replaced by pinch hitter Rachel Moore. Moore then proceeded to line out towards Sardulich. And Robinson is now down 0-2.
1-2 count.
For those of you keeping a book at home, that double play is scored 5U to 3. Not one of the more common double plays that you'll see, but Sardolich managed to turn it. 0-2 the count, 2 away. Basaro with the pitch. That one in the dirt, but good knockdown by Rodriguez. And Cisneros decides not to challenge the arm. I beg your pardon, Correa decides not to challenge the arm of the Rattler catcher. One and two away. Basaro has her sign. Oh, and she hit her. And that one was right on the ankle of Robinson. You could hear the thud on the microphone. And Robinson up gingerly. And she'll walk down to first. And Angelo State will be...
You know it's cold, that ball is hard out there. Way to hang
Angelo State will...
So Robinson hit by a pinch. That put Rambells at first and second.
Be looking to bring in a pinch runner, I would think, here. And there'll be a pinch hitter coming up for the Rambells. Carly Peters will be coming to the plate.
For Angelo State will be number 13, Carly Peters. 2 away and runners in first and second.
Caught her around the calf.
And we'll see what Robinson does, if she'll be able to remain in the game. Peters so far on the year is 0 for 5. And we can only hope that Robinson will be able to continue. You never like seeing injuries for any team. We see her working her way up the first base / right field line, trying to get out the kinks. And Robinson actually has yet to touch the first base bag, but that of course just a formality when there's an injury involved. And now she's jogging up and down the line, try to make her case to stay in this game. And it looks like Robinson will remain in this one for now.
Yeah, she's taking tough, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give her a hand.
And let's get going on the game. Get colder out here.
Well, we're ready to resume play. Trainer back in the dugout, the coaches to their respective boxes.
Carly Peters, right?
And it'll be Carly Peters up at the plate with 2 away.
Once again, coming up the bat is Carly Peters, number 13, 2 away and runners at first and second for the Rambells.
So 2 Rambells on the backs, Correa at second, Robinson at first. It'll be Peters pinch hitting for Ambra Hill, the number 9 hitter. First pitch to Peters inside and in the dirt, 1-0. Peters has pinch hit twice now. And she actually started against St. Edwards, I do believe. And that one a called strike, 1-1. Basaro looking for a sign. looking to hold the Ram Bells to only 1 run this inning. That one in the dirt, oh, and it gets by Rodriguez, but no Ram Bells are moving anywhere. 2-1 the count.
That 2-1 count. On Peters. Time is called.
And so Rodriguez out and having yet another discussion with Bassaro here. This one will be brief. Two and one, 2 away. Here's Bassaro. And that one just outside. You can hear the Rattler crowd appealing for that one. Three and one now. And that one also off the plate.
And Peters gets the base on ball. He's going to load up the base for the Ram Bells. And brings up Morgan Spearman to the plate. 2 away.
And now St. Mary's will have to contend with the top of the order and Spearman. And Coach Fields looks like she'll be giving the ball to Emily Britton. So we're going to go on ahead and take a break. We'll tell you all about Britton and the bases being loaded for the Ram Bells when we return. So it'll be Britton on the mound now for the Rattlers. Britton 1-2 on the young season with a 2.88 ERA.
Spearman is at the plate.
She'll have her hands full as it'll be Morgan Spearman at the plate. Spearman already 1 for 2 on the day, a double and a single. Here's Britton at first plate. That first pitch off the plate. And 1-0 now for Spearman. Coach Fields actually out of the dugout a little bit on that one, wanted the call. I don't blame her, as this is a pressure situation in the third. That pitch, oh, it gets away from Rodriguez. And Angelo State will push across another.
And run scores on the pass ball.
Rodriguez not able to handle that one, and Correa comes in to plate another run. Peters now stands at second. Moore stands at first. 1-1 the count. That one inside on Spearman. Now it's 2-1. Britton trying to find her groove here.
There was a ball before that.
Here's the pitch. That one well off the plate, and it's now 3-0.
Count 3-1 is your count.
We'll see how aggressive Spearman is right here. And that one off the plate, and they'll go on ahead and issue her the free pass.
The outside. That's going to load up the bases once again for the Rambles. And it's going to bring up number 10, Maddie McGarity, to the plate.
So here comes McGarity. McGarity, a sacrifice bunt, her first time out, the second time the fielder's choice. She also has a stolen bag, though. And for the second time this inning, the bases full of Rambles. Call and strike one. Here comes Britton. That one sliced but foul down the third baseline. Britton finds herself ahead. 0-2. And that one just missed the plate. 1-2. One and two. That one a bit high. So 2-2 with 2 away now. Here comes Britton. Looking for his sign. Here's the pitch. That one fouled away, and we'll do 2-2 again.
And that ball keeps count 7-2.
Now Britton looking for the pitch to solve the puzzle that is the top of the third. Here it is. And a little tapper back to Britton. She mishandles it. The throw to first in time.
Just in time.
But Angelo State puts 2 more runs on the board. Britton with a great heads-up play in order to get the runner going to first. And that'll do it for the inning. The St. Mary's Rattlers lead 6-4.
Action.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad today. Call or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
And welcome back for the start of the bottom of the third inning. We've had an eventful first 2.5 innings. So far, both teams obviously have combined to score 10 runs. 6 for the Rattlers, 4 for the Ram Bells. Both teams have actually also strayed away from their starting pitcher. It'll be Sandra Serna on the mound right now, out for her second inning of work. And for the second inning in a row for St. Mary's, Medina will be leading off. The Rattlers batted around in the second en route to 4 runs that inning. So here's Serna. That one inside, 2-0 for Medina. Medina drew a walk in her first plate appearance and plated a run.
Because throughout the years, they just, the ones that are real shining stuff.
Here's the pitch. And that one a called strike, 2-1. Serna with the sign. And that one skied in the air high, but harmlessly over towards Sigma Beta Chi Field. 2-2. And Serna wants a different ball. So it'll be 2-2 for Medina. The wind now blowing straight in. It was blowing right to left to start the ball game, and you can see the ball just shoot right on back. And we'll do 2-2 again. Here's Serna. And Medina fouls back another. That one right over our heads. As we are in the brand new press box here at the brand new softball field. You're watching among the first games being played in this beautiful new ballpark. A field that it feels like has been 2 or 3 years in the making, but I'd say it's been well worth the wait. That one a bit high, and now it's a full count. We encourage you, Rattler fans, or really anybody, if you're in the San Antonio area and softball or baseball games going on, come on ahead, come out to the field, check it out. It's a whole lot to see and take in. It's beautiful all around. As that one is ball 4, and Medina, just like she did last inning, draws the leadoff walk. Here comes Villa to the plate. And if St. Mary's is to exactly duplicate what they did last inning, Villa would be looking to lay down the sacrifice bunt here. And she does so. And once again, it is the catcher throwing her out at first. Granado making the play. Via 2 for 2 on the sacrifices.
That's going to bring up right fielder Hannah Fields.
So 1 away, and here comes Fields. Fields is 0 for 1 today. She popped out to left. Medina now in scoring position. That one outside, 1-0. Sardolich and the top of the order wait on deck. Serna finds her grip and deals. That one well outside, 2-0.
They're all wearing left on the left hand.
Fields now will be able to be choosy. Here's the pitch. That one well inside. Oh, never mind. Caught the inside corner. 2-1. Medina on second still. Has her foot on the side of the bag. And that one inside this time. 3-1.
3-1 the count.
Three and 1 the count with one away. Here's the pitch. Oh, and Fields thought she had the walk there, but a called strike will bring her on back into the box. 3-2.
And with that strike, full count, 3-2.
So Fields yet to offer at a pitch, and the count is full as a result. Here's Serna. And Fields fouls that one off the inside part of her hands. She'll stick around to see another pitch.
Yeah, right footed shoes too. Or the right spitted shoes.
We'll do 3-2 again. Serna gets her sign from Granado and deals. And Fields is rung up.
And Fields looks down looking for out number 2.
So Fields goes down looking 2 away. And now it'll be Sardalich up to the plate. Sardalich walked her last time up and doubled her first time. So she's 1 for 1. She's also scored 2 runs for St. Mary's. And it looks like another intentional walk here for Sardalich. The Ram Bells just want absolutely no part of her here today. So 2-0. If one is a tad bit too close to the plate, Sardalich could potentially poke it into left. But it looks like Serna and the Ram Bells will not be able to do that. And the 4 wide ones are issued. And St. Mary's will now have 2 aboard.
And Sardalich gets another base on ball, putting Rattlers at first and second. And brings up Katie Nichols.
And here comes Nichols. Nichols, the last time she was up, had the RBI single. She's 2 for 2 today with a couple of singles. Also a stolen base, a couple of runs scored. We'll see if she can get a similar result here. First one well above the belt, 1-0. Serna toes the mound once more. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Nichols, a big cut there.
And swing and miss, he was up to count at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Vidrine waits on deck should she get a chance. Until then, it's up to Nichols. That pitch catches the inside corner for a called strike 2.
1-2 count.
Katie Nichols, a 2-time Heartland Conference first teamer. That was in 2010 and 2012. In the year between that, 2011, she was on the second team and she fouls that one off. Nichols really a staple for this Rattler team. 2012, she was able to start all 53 games for St. Mary's. She unfortunately had to redshirt last year. Oh, and she swings on and misses that one. A great off-speed pitch by Serna. And that'll do it for the inning. So for the first time today, St. Mary's is scoreless in an inning. We'll be heading to the top of the fourth as you're watching Rattler Softball on the Rattler Network.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
And welcome back, Rattler fans, as we get ready to start the top of the fourth inning. Britton, the first pitch, well outside, 1-0. Britton now deals once again. And that's a called strike, 1-1. The question was posed as to why softball players pitch underhand, but I don't think many people actually know the answer to why they specifically do. So the reason being, softball was actually created as an indoor sport where players had to pitch off of a flat surface. So for that reason, they had to pitch underhand. It was a way that players could play during the winter, and so for that reason it was more of a slower paced game. They could work on their hitting mechanics, and that's why the pitch was originally underhand. It was only recently where softball is actually adapted into an outdoor game, and now they are able, of course, to pitch outside, and they just kept the underhand tradition alive. But it brings about the question, in baseball, can you actually pitch underhanded? Well, the answer is actually yes, you can. There's no rule in baseball that says you have to pitch overhanded, side-armed. You can pitch underhanded. You can do any of these, actually. But in softball, the rule strictly says you have to pitch underhanded. It's a little bit of history right there as to creation of softball. 1-0 the count, one away, Britton with the K. So it'll be Dunn up to the plate. Dunn 1 for 2 today. She reached on the air and had a double. 1-1 the count to her. And here's another pitch. That one off speed, but it's tagged, but straight to Vidreed.
This was right down Line drive.
So now it's 2 away.
Makes the catch. That's out number 2. It's going to bring up Tina Cisneros.
Now Cisneros will come up. If you have any questions, Rattler fans, or want to know anything about the team or the game in general, you can tweet at us at St. Mary's Rattlers, and then you'll maybe get your question read on air and answered. Britton deals the strike there to start off Cisneros. 2 away. Cisneros 1 for 1 today. She's drawn a walk and singled. That one outside, 1-1.
1-1 the count.
The wind no longer blowing straight in. If you can see the American flag in center, it's now blowing from right to left across the field. Britton deals her second strike. And the Rattlers now 1 strike away from the first 3-3 down inning of this ball game. But Cisneros spoils that quality pitch and will do 1-2 once again. Britton blowing on her hand, trying to get it warm. It is a brisk evening. It's been rather cold the entire weekend. These ladies looking to finish out their final game of the St. Mary's College Classic. Britton with the pitch. That one swung on and missed, and that'll do it. The first 3-3 down inning of the ball game belongs to St. Mary's. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th as you're watching Rattler Softball on the Rattler Network.
And we're going to the bottom of the 4th.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. We're ready to get underway here to start the bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be Vadrine, Richter, and Benavidez, the heart of the order, coming up to face Sandra Serna. St. Mary's leading this ball game by a score of 6-4. They'll try to continue to add to that. That pitch is across the chest and high, 1-0 for Vadrine. Vadrine 1 for 2 today. She had a 2 RBI double. That was in the 2nd inning. Second pitch she faces, she fouls it off into the net. 1-1. Serna getting her grip. And here's the pitch. And Vadrine skies this one into the air. And it just gets into the Rattler dugout. So the count will become 1-2. One and two. Vadrine will now have to protect the plate. And she's rung up. That one caught the inside corner. And Vadrine is the second Rattler to be caught looking here today.
That's going to bring up Haley Richter to the plate.
Now Richter will approach the plate to the jams of one Marshall Mathers, better known perhaps as Eminem to most. Here's Serna, and that one inside, as Serna just threw the same pitch that she threw to strike out Vadrine, but this one just a bit more on the inner part of the plate. Serna deals, and Richter a little excuse me swing and fouls it off, 1-1. Benavidez, the designated player, waits on deck. Rodriguez waits in the hole should it come to that. 1-1. And that one low. It's 2-1 now. Richter 1 for 2 today as well. She reached on an air and singled. And this one lifted high into the night sky, but handled easily by Spearman for the second out of the inning. Now it'll be Benavidez. Benavidez also 1 for 2. A couple of RBIs to her name here today.
I'll hold down the fort up here for you.
Here's Serna with the pitch. And Benavidez, that one in on her hands and fouled back for a called strike one. Or sorry, for a strike one.
Everyone listen to Tovar's take. It's on RattlerAthletics.com.
David, that mic's muted. David Tovar in from the cold. He had to brace the internal winner, but came out victorious. As that one's popped up, giving chase. Oh, and just barely missing the catch was done. 0-2 now the count. In case you didn't hear David or misunderstood him, check out David's new Tovar's Take Back to the Future Part 2, a totally original name by him. And of course you can find Tovar's Take on RattlerAthletics.com. You can find that with all of our videos, article write-ups, statistics, schedules, everything you could want to know St. Mary's Rattlers. This one popped up but out of play down the first base side, and count will remain at 0-2. So Serna looking in. She has her sign. Winds and deals. And that one tomahawks sharply but foul down the third base side. And we'll do 0-2 once again for Benavidez. Benavidez so far has done a fantastic job of seeing a lot of pitches tonight.
But they still try to go for it and they almost catch it and then throw.
Here's the pitch. And that one fouled back right into the netting.
No, it's going to be a foul. It's going to be a foul. They almost had
0-2.
Why should the person
Here comes Serna looking in. Here's the pitch. That one out of the zone, and so for the first time at this at bat, Benavides has seen a ball. One and two.
See, well, this is nothing. If they catch it, there's a runner on base. They can still
Sandro with the pitch. This one also sliced right behind us. And another foul ball for Benavides. Benavides has fouled off 4 extra balls with this 2-strike count. So real battle going on at the plate here. Serna still in the lead in the count though at 1-2. That one smoked a hot shot but foul down the left field line.
That's why they have the line. It's got to be in between the lines. To be playable.
Then don't go for it. It's like in basketball. Like if it goes outside the line, then it's from the line. No, you know what I mean?
Benavides now stepping back into the box.
That's why they have rule books for all the different games.
Here's Serna with the pitch. And that one out of the zone, and we're at 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Deuces are wild. And Serna trying to find the pitch to put Benavides away. Benavides looking to not go quietly into the night. Here's the pitch. And this one lifted high and deep, but very foul down the left field line.
And the battle continues.
2-2. Here's the pitch. Benavides sticking around yet again. As this at bat is hanging around longer than my second period class. 2-2. The home plate umpire having to go and retrieve new balls from both dugouts. Serna with the pitch. And she finally got her. Benavides goes down swinging. And so St. Mary's, after getting the first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game, has that one answered by a 1-2-3 inning by the Ramblers. We're heading to the top of the 5th, and you're watching Rattler Softball on the Rattler Network. And welcome back, everyone. 6-4 the score as the Rattlers lead the Ram Bells. St. Mary's will have to stay on top of their pitching and fielding against this Angelo State squad that came into this St. Mary's College Classic, ranked the number 17 overall team in the preseason polls. Britton looking in. And the first pitch of the top of the fifth will be a little bit high and outside. 1-0. It'll be Correa, Granado, and Robinson due up. Britton deals. That one catches the inside corner, 1-1. Britton looks in for her sign and deals. And on the inside corner once again, 1-2.
And pitch catches the inside corner, 2-1 count.
Is it 1-2?
Yeah. Correction, 1-2.
And Britton now looking for the strikeout. Off speed, and that one's hit over Sardalich. Oh, it's off the heel of her glove, and Sardalich will not have a play at first. An uncharacteristic stake out of Sardalich.
So Correa gets on first base on the fielding error, gets up Megan Granado.
And now Granado will be up. Granado 0 for 1 today. She walked in her first plate appearance and grounded into a double play in the third.
No, I don't want to know.
Correa stands on first. Here's the pitch. Correa takes off. Oh, and it's off the glove of Rodriguez. Correa a big turn at second, but she'll be staying put. Want to know the count for Granado.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the bases first.
Britton looking in, the corners playing in for St. Mary's, and that one shot foul down the third base line.
First baseman, second baseman, third baseman, and then you have a short.
How come you're going to shortstop?
Because it's a second baseman. You have 2 people with second base.
But there's already a third baseman.
But you have 2 people between the bases and there.
1-1 the count. Sorry. 1-1. Here's Britton. And Granado a little roller. Britton handles it and throws it to first. But Granado does the job of advancing Correa onto third.
That's going to bring up number 6 to the plate, Lainey Robinson.
And here's Lainey Robinson now up. Good to see her back out there. She was hit by a pitch in her last plate appearance, so yet to have an at-bat this inning. Britton looking in. Kind of bouncing up and down on the mound, maybe try to stay warm a little bit and get in rhythm. And it seems to be working for her. A strike right on the outside corner. Robinson still looking for her first hit of the year. And Britton, that one just a bit too low and outside, 1-1. Britton cuffs the ball and deals. And that one off the plate. 2-1.
2-1 count.
Which one?
Korea on third, 60 feet, beg your pardon, from home. Here's the bunt. Korea on her way. It's going to be a close play, but Sarlich goes to first instead. And the out is recorded. But it looked like Via a little bit ginger after that stretch as she went over to cover the bag off the bunt. But one away. But now two away. And for the third time today, Coach Scott is out to discuss the call. Regardless, Angelo State has pushed another one across the board and now only trails by one.
There's a squeeze play.
It was still the same play.
So the out is made at first base. That's out number 2.
Two away. It'll be Hill now up to bat. Hill 0 for 1 today. Britton with the pitch. That one catches the outside corner for a called strike one. Robinson will get the RBI on the squeeze play, of course. That one swung on and missed by Hill, and she finds herself down 0-2.
You did a great job. You kept the wind out there once in a while when it wasn't blowing.
Britton toes back on the rubber. She'll look to put out the Rambell side. And that one tapped over to third. Sarlich, it'll be a close play, but she guns her out. Great arm by Sarlich, but not before the Rambells push another run across the plate. The St. Mary's lead now at 6-5.
After 4.5.
Yes, I am. Give it to him hard. No, now.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh,
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. We're getting underway here in the bottom of the fifth. Jennifer Hernandez, the freshman, will pinch hit for Rodriguez. Serna back on the rubber for another round of work. And she deals a strike one. Hernandez perhaps a better leadoff hitter than Rodriguez tonight. Rodriguez is struggling a bit. She struck out twice in both of her at-bats. We'll see if Hernandez's fortune is different. And as she pops one up weakly, and the third baseman, Robinson, is able to make the play. So one away for St. Mary's.
Let's go ring up Miranda Medina.
And now here comes Miranda Medina. Medina yet to have an at-bat today. She's walked twice, though. Sandra Serna with the pitch. That one catches the inside corner for a called strike one. Villa waits on deck. Her at-bat is assured. Fields waits in the hole if necessary. And that one's teed off on, but well foul. As Medina finds herself down 0-2.
Now with that foul ball, brings comes 0-2.
Serna looking in for her sign. And delivers. That one well outside. Trying to see if Medina would offer at it, but she does not. 1-2. Here's Serna. That one high and a bit outside as well. And we're squared away at 2-2. Serna with the pitch. And Medina takes this one, but foul down the left field line. And we'll do 2-2 once again. Serna with the pitch. One well outside, and count is now full at 3-2.
And pitch is wide, full count, 3-2.
And that one fouled off by Medina. She was looking to protect the plate there. We'll do 3-2 again. Serna finds her sign. And here's the pitch. And Medina takes this one high and deep down the left field line, but foul and out of play. So Serna now with yet another pitch. And Medina smokes yet another one foul. So Medina and Serna locking horns here. And what will become a 10-pitch at bat with this next one. And here's the pitch. And Medina, another one foul.
And the battle continues. Count still holds at 3-2 on Medina.
Pitch 11 upcoming.
Those foul balls we had, dude. 17.
3-2 count, one away. And Medina eventually wins out and draws her third walk of the night.
That's going to bring up Amanda Villa to the plate.
And Villa now coming to the plate. Her first 2 times up, she's actually sacrificed and bunted for Medina, who was on first. But with 2 away, we'll see if we get to see Villa swing the bat. And we do, and the first one is shot right into the Rattlers' dugout. No worries though, all heads were down and everyone came out unscathed. Owen won the count. Serno with the pitch. That one fouled straight back and the count quickly becomes 0-2. Fields waits on deck.
On to the count.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. And that'll do it for Villa,
And Villa goes down swinging for round number
as
2.
she is retired for the second Rattler out of the bottom of the 5th. Now it looks like Fields will be retreating back to the dugout, and Daniel Nash, number 5, will be coming in to pinch hit.
An hour later.
Attention now, hitting for the Rattlers will be number 5, Danielle Nash.
So instead of having the slap bunting lefty Fields bat, Coach Fields has opted to go with the righty Nash. Nash from Navarro Junior College. She was all conference both of her years there. So that first pitch is high for ball 1. She's also all district in high school and was a member of the National Honor Society and Honor Roll in high school as well. 1-0 the count. That pitch catches the inside corner and Medina retreats back to the first bag.
1-1 the count.
Nash, a San Antonio native, will try to make an impact here for St. Mary's. Here's the pitch. That one tapped, and it's a fair ball. Nash thought it had gone foul and unfortunately is thrown out.
And Korea makes a scoop in the toss.
So that'll do it for the bottom of the 5th. We're heading to the 6th. The Rattlers still lead the Ram Bell 6-5.
Complete. Score remains 6-5.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
And welcome back, Rattler fans, as we get ready to start the top of the 6th inning. Nash will be staying in the game at right field, and re-entering at the catcher position will be Alex Rodriguez. Due up for the Ram Bells, Spearman, McGarity, and Urbany. So the top of the order, a very threatening time if you're a Rattler fan, and a hopeful time if you're a Ram Bell follower. 6-5 the score. Britton with the pitch. That one just off the plate, 1-0. Spearman, she's been a huge factor in today's game. She's had 2 hits and drawn a walk, along with scoring a run. That one a called strike, as Morgan has really been the prototypical leadoff man for her team today. Britton, though, will look to counter and try to be the prototypical ace for St. Mary's. Here's the pitch, and Spearman lines this one well into right, and the catch is made. Nash, by the web of her gloving, barely holds on to that one, but a nice play nonetheless to retire Spearman.
That's going to bring up Maddie McGarity.
Now here comes McGarity. McGarity 0 for 2. She's had the sacrifice bunt, reached on air, as she tries the left-handed slap bunt to get out of the box as quickly as possible, but she misses on it. And it looks like Rodriguez and Britton will conference on the mound. Britton now looking in. Has her sign, and here's the pitch. And that one a bit high, 1-1. McGarity steps into the box, draws a line with her bat back to the plate. The slap bunter is now ready. Corner's playing in for St. Mary's. As that one's tapped over to short, the throw in time over to first as Medina was able to make the play.
Medina gets there in time for out number 2. Brings up Kenny Urbany to play.
Urbany now up. She is 0 for 3 today. Struck out in her last at bat. The number 3 hitter for the Ram Bells, trying to burst out now. Britton looking in for the sign, and she has it. Here's the pitch. That one tapped off the plate and into foul territory. 0-1 the count. Britton back in the circle. Urbany back in the box. And time called. So it looked like Britton and Urbany were in a bit of a stare down there. And honestly, I like the time called by Urbany. You want to make sure you're comfortable in the box and not let Britton hold the ball too long on you. The 0-1 pitch. And this one shot into right field, and it'll get down. Urbany turning towards second, but she'll just stay put at first as Nash fires the ball back in. So 2 away, and a runner on the first bag for the Ram Bells. Urbany, her first hit of the night. It looks like we'll have a courtesy runner here for the designated player, Urbany.
Number 3, 5.
It appears number 5, Lucy Baca, will be doing the running.
Attention now, running for the Rambills at first base will be number 5, Luce Sabaka.
Baca, a .250 hitter last year doing the pinch running, but more importantly, she scored 11 runs for the Rambills.
And coming at the bat for the Rambills, number 25, Darian Dunn.
Dunn now steps up. She's 1 for 3 today. Already 1 home run to her name earlier in the year. That one well outside, 1-0. So now Coach Scott will call time. See if he's putting on some kind of hit or run or just allowing a steal to happen. Checking with Baca and Dunn, seeing what they're comfortable doing.
So they used to have it.
Well, during this brief break, we remind you, Rattler fans, we are on social media, so be sure to check us out. Facebook.com/St. Mary's Rattlers. We're on Twitter and Instagram at St. Mary's Rattlers, are both of those handles. And of course, for the replays of broadcasts and interviews after the games, check out youtube.com/St. Mary's Rattlers. Dunn steps back into the box. Here's the pitch. That one catches the outside corner, 1-1. Dunn so far 3 for 7 on the year, along with 3 RBIs and a stolen bag as well. The 1-1 pitch. And there goes Baca. The throw down to second. It's not in time as Baca has swiped a bag off the Rattlers. She had an excellent jump, and I think you could tell by her aggressive stance on first base that she was definitely thinking about going. And a 1-1 count is an excellent time to steal a bag. 2-1 now for Dunn. See Nichols shading Dunn slightly toward left field now, the center fielder for the Rattlers. 2-2 the count. Nash and Vadrine playing deep, a no doubles defense for St. Mary's. Here's Britton. And it's a full count.
Just wide. Brings count to full, 3-2.
Britton looking in. Here's the pitch. That one shot to third. It's through. Vadrine. Oh, she bobbles it, and scoring uncontested will be Baca. And this game is tied up at 6 apiece, and Dunn took second base off the bobble.
Right? She got the hit, she got the bear.
So the Rambills, who are down at one time 6-2, have managed to put up 4 runs unanswered and tie the St. Mary's Rattlers. Cisneros now stepping to the plate. She's 1 for 2, and that pitch inside.
And time's called.
And time called. Coach Fields will go into conference with all the St. Mary's infield. see if any kind of change is made or if she's just making sure her team's squared away on what they're going to be doing. It looked like more of motivation to try to tell the Rattlers, you know, keep your head up, play hard type of ordeal. So now Cisneros will be stepping back into the box, 1-0 the count.
1-0 on Cisneros.
And time called, but ever so briefly. 1-0 still the count. As Britton comes back onto the rubber. Here's the pitch. And that one off of Cisneros' leg, and therefore a foul ball, and we're squared away at 1 apiece. Britton looking in. And here's the pitch. That one well outside, and it's 2-1 now. Britton looking in for her sign once again. The 2-1 pitch. That one fouled away. It looked like it would have been a little bit off the plate, and Cisneros barely tapped it with the end of her bat. But as it is, it's a 2-2 count with 2 away.
2-2 the count.
Britton looking to retire the Rambell side. She has her sign. That one hit straight back to her, and that'll do it for the inning, but not before the Rambells were able to square us away at 6. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. The Rattlers coming up.
After 5.5, we have a tie ball game.
And welcome back, Rattler fans, to the bottom of the 6th inning. St. Mary's once led this game by a score of 6-2, but the number 17 in the nation, Rambells, were able to storm their way back and tie the game up at a total of 6 apiece. But for St. Mary's, the important bats are coming to the plate. It'll be the top of the order. Sardelich, Nichols, and Vadrine are all due to bat here. They'll be facing Sandra Serna, who since she has come into the game has really helped to lock down St. Mary's. First pitch in there, but called for ball 1. Sardelich today much like her counterpart Spearman, being a very, very good leadoff hitter. She's 1 for 1 with a double, but more importantly, she's drawn a couple of walks, both of them intentional, and has come around to score 2 runs, and she tags that one. It's down the right field line. Oh, but just foul. Sardalich just mere inches away from having perhaps a triple to lead off the St. Mary's 6.
Just a bit outside. But it's our team, so I can't do it.
1-1 the count. So what could have potentially have been a leadoff base hit instead just turns into a long strike for St. Mary's and Sardalich. Serna with the pitch. And this one shot toward left center field. It's in the gap. It'll be extra bases for Sardalich as she stands at second for a double the second time tonight. And now Nichols will come up.
So the Rattlers standing on second base. That's going to bring up Katie Nichols to the plate.
Nichols 2 for 3 today. Couple of singles along with an RBI. We'll see what she does here though. Coach Fields might want to play for the 1 run and therefore bunt her. And she shows bunt, pulls it back. Sardalich able to get a healthy lead off of second as no one was covering the bag. And the count will be 1-0 for Nichols. Should Nichols be successful in her bunt, Vadrine looms on deck. And there's the bunt. It's a beauty to the third baseman, Robinson. And Nichols is retired, but does her job.
And it's going to bring in number 19 left fielder, Taylor Vadrine.
And now here's Vadrine. She's 1 for 3 today with a 2 RBI double, as she looks to continue to add to the fireworks that she has provided over this first weekend at the new softball stadium. Sardalich 60 feet from a Rattler lead. Here's the pitch. That one's high, 1-0. Serno looking in. The corner's playing in for Angelo State. That one fouled off by Vadrine.
And with that foul ball, leaves out the count at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1 the count. Richter waits on deck. Here's Serna. That one catches the inside corner, 1-2 now. Here's the pitch from Serna. This one hit high and deep into left center field, and it's off the fence. Vadrine with a second, but more importantly, the go-ahead RBI double for St. Mary's. They now lead 7-6, and Vadrine just barely missed out on her 3rd homer of the weekend.
A long shot by Vadrine, scores shortly from second base. That's going to bring up Haley Richter.
And now it'll be Richter looking to keep the Rattler rally going. Serna with the pitch. And that one shot up the middle, a hot one. Vadrine coming around, she'll score easily, and Richter has provided the cushion for St. Mary's.
St. Mary's scores back-to-back runs on back-to-back hits.
So Richter and Vadrine continue to be the RBI duo for St. Mary's. And now it'll be a pinch runner for Richter.
Leanne Campos?
It'll be Leanne Campos going to run.
Got part of that right.
Campos, sophomore.
Exactly, got half of that right.
Pitch now running first base is Leanne Campos for St. Mary's.
So still only one away for the Rattlers. And a chance for more with Campos on first base. She has very good wheels out there. Due up next at the plate is Benavides. Home plate umpire settling back in. Benavides settling into the box as well. Campos jumping out to a lead at first, but not going. 1-0 for Benavides. Campos, a key pinch runner for St. Mary's last year. She had 17 runs and stole 4 bases. That one ripped high, but foul down the left field line by Benavides. 1-1. Serna back in the circle with a new ball. Benavides to face her. That one bounces in and gets away. It'll be a wild pitch, and Campos will take the free bag. You can hear the Rattler dugout getting up for Benavides. It looks like a conference going on between the pitching coach and Serna. Coach Katie Scott out there. Benavides already 2 RBIs tonight.
All right, Mark, take care. Stay warm.
A big contributor in this game against the ranked Rambells. Campos trots back out to second, and we're ready to resume play here. The 2-1 pitch. And that one struck but foul down the third baseline. And we'll be squared away at 2 apiece.
And evens out. Counted 2-2.
Benavides 1-3 here today. But again, like I mentioned in her previous at-bat, she's seen a tremendous number of pitches. She saw 11 pitches in her last at-bat. And that one grounded to third. The look back to second and throw on to first by Robinson is in time. 2 away now for St. Mary's.
Coming up to the plate now, number 14, Jennifer Hernandez.
And here comes Hernandez. 0 for 1 today. She pinch hit for Rodriguez and took over the catching duties. She popped out in her last at bat. That was to the third baseman, Robinson. Serna deals. This one popped up, but well out of play. Strike 1. Serna back on the rubber. And here's the pitch. That one popped up. Oh, and a diving catch. Oh, but she couldn't hang on to it. A great effort by Granado, but that one squirted out of her glove and will result in Rattlers on the corners. They're going to go on ahead and give the single to Hernandez.
Scores a hit. Runners now at first and third.
And now it'll be Medina coming up to the plate. Medina also had an 11-pitch battle her last time up. That resulted in her third walk of the ball game. I want to call strike one. Both Rattlers on the corners wearing jackets in this cool night. That one inside and low, 1-1. Vio waits on deck if it should come to that. 2 away. Here's Sandra Serna. That one in the dirt, 2-1. Serna deals once more. That one. Oh, the throw down to third. Oh, and they got her. Campos was picked off of third in a bang-bang play, and that's how the inning will end. So it'll be 8-6 for St. Mary's as they scored 2 runs there. And the Ramblers will be coming up with one more chance in the top of the 7th. You're watching Rattler Softball on the Rattler Network.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
And welcome back, everyone. 8-6 the score for St. Mary's. We thank all of our viewers across the course of this entire St. Mary's College Classic. All of you here who are Rattler fans from San Antonio and around the world. And of course, to our Angelo State University Rambell fans as well. We thank your team for coming out to the tournament. And we thank you for tuning in to the Rattler Network. Britain deals strike one to Korea. It'll be Korea, Granado, and Robinson due up in the inning for the Rambells. The 6, 7, 8 hitters. They'll need to put 2 runs on the board to keep their hopes of winning this game alive. Britain, another pitch. That one in the dirt, so it's 1-1. Count even, one apiece. Here's the pitch. Korea shows bunt, but pulls it back in time to get called ball 2. Korea's 1 for 2 today. She was hit by a pitch, reached on an air, and singled. She also has a stolen bag and has scored a couple of runs. That one chopped but foul down the third baseline. And the count will be even at 2-2.
Hank Korea fouls this one. He was on count at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Britton back on the rubber. She has her sign. And deals. That one chopped foul down the third base line again. As Korea's trying to get a bead on Britton. So we'll do 2-2 yet again. Britton, her right foot on the rubber. And here's the pitch. It's off speed and in the dirt. And the count will move full.
3-2 full count.
Big pitch here. Difference between a leadoff runner and a first out. Here it is. And it's smacked foul down the third baseline once again. Count is still 3-2. Here's Britton. Off speed and it's popped up. Over to handle it is Villa, and the off-speed pitch was able to do the trick for Britton and the Rattlers. 1 away.
That's going to bring up Megan Granado to the plate.
Now here's Megan Granado. Granado 0 for 2 today. She's walked, grounded into a double play. That one shot. Oh! What a play by Sardalich as she was able to go into foul territory and make the grab. And now the Ram Bells will have to rally with 2 away.
Time is called.
It'll be a pinch hitter for Lainey Robinson. Kelsey Garza will be tasked with getting on base for the Ram Bells.
Now battle will be number 24, Kelsey Garza for the Ram Bells. 2 away.
St. Mary's 1 out away from clinching their second victory over a ranked opponent this weekend. Garza is 0 for 5 so far on the year. She started the game against A&M International, and pinch hit against Permian Basin. Here's the pitch. And that one just out of the zone, 1-0. Britton, she'll step back on the rubber, 1-0. Has her sign and deals. And that one above the belt and high, 2-0 now.
That pitch is up, reach count to 2-0.
Garza out of Butler Community College and Southern Arkansas. She's an all-conference utility player there. And a called strike 1 for Britton. Garza was also all first team all conference last year. She now faces Britton. Britton deals. Swung on and missed. And St. Mary's now 1 strike away from victory.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away.
Britton looking for her sign. Here's the pitch. And that one tapped back to her. This should be the game. And that'll do it. St. Mary's moves to 3-2 on the year, and for the second night in a row have dispatched a ranked team after beating the number 10 Southeastern Oklahoma team, have now beaten the number 17 Angelo State University team. Angelo State, they'll move to 2-2 on the year. The winning pitcher will be Emily Britton. The losing pitcher will be Sandra Serna. Britton moves to 2-2 on the year. And so a successful endeavor of a weekend for St. Mary's. They were 3-2 at the new ballpark and now have truly christened the new park and are able to call it home. That'll do it for the ball game. For Brian Maglio and Chad Peters and everyone that made this entire tournament weekend possible, the incredible work of everyone behind the scenes working up to 15 hours a day. I'm Joe Rodriguez. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and as always, take care everyone.